get some reaction now from Organisation Undoing Tax Abuse CEO Wayne Duvenage, who joins us for a conversation. A very good evening to you, Wayne. Thank you so much for your time. How should we begin to interpret these latest developments? I mean, the resignation of former Minister Kodwa. What do you make of the move?
Well, first of all, we welcome it. We welcome the arrest, the charges, the criminal justice system now working. We are a bit dismayed that it's taken so long, since the Zondo Commission and other reports of nefarious activities and dubious conduct. So it's good that we're here. I think it's coincidence, the timing. And yes, we saw his name on the list of the ANC. That'll probably come off right now. As you say, he's resigned, and I can't see him being an MP after this. So this is a very welcome move, and we want to see more of this because there are a lot more people implicated in other matters similar to this.
We heard today at a media briefing held by the ANC, the spokesperson Mahlengu Bengu Mutsiri saying that the step-aside policy would kick in after Kodwa was formally charged, but he decided to resign before that process even started kicking in.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting point. So what does this mean now? And this is the question we've got to ask as civil society. Of course, they would say that. They have to say that, especially after stating that they want to start ruling now for the people. But if he resigns, we see this so often, even in the corporate world, but and so much in the public sector. People are found with their fingers in the cookie jar. They quickly resign as reports are put together and the writing is on the wall, and then nothing happens. They get off scot-free. What we would like to see the ANC doing is more than just going through their ethics assessment processes, but charging Mr. Kodwa himself by using every avenue that they can to hold him to account for the conduct, especially if the court rules against him. They must really make sure that Mr. Kodwa does not surface again in any form of government going forward.
We know that the arrest and the charging of Zizi Kodwa came amid claims by the opposition that not much was being done to prosecute and implement the findings of Chief Justice Raymond Zondo's report. Is this a sign that we're perhaps likely to see even more politicians falling on their swords, so to speak? I mean, we have already looked and seen former Speaker of Parliament Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula sitting in court for her allegations.
Yes, I think it does. And there are others, as I said, but I don't think he really fell on his sword. If he wasn't charged and in court today, he would be one of those people on the list going for a post next in the next administration. He had no option but to fall on his sword. But we do need to see more accountability being meted out in many cases, and some of them haven't even been brought into the Zondo Commission. I mean, we've laid charges against David Mabuza. There's a case that's been going on for years, and it's a very tight and strong case. There are others where we've had to go and tackle, for instance, Dudu Mnyeni on SAA matters. But we haven't seen charges laid there. We haven't seen activity taking place. So there's a lot that still has to happen. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit that we are very frustrated that has not been taken up yet.
What do you think such moves inspire insofar as South Africa's justice system is concerned?
Well, it does inspire us in the fact that it is working. It may be slow, and we believe it's slow because it's undercapacitated. What frustrates us is to see budget allocations, for instance, to political parties. So political party funding increased substantially over the last year. And organizations like the NPA and Investigating Directorate had budget cuts. And we've always said, give the NPA and the criminal justice system an extra 10 billion rand, and well spent, it will produce savings of probably 100 billion rand as it starts to round up the crime syndicates that are participating in plundering our public purse. So this is good but we need so much more, and we need to build the capacity of these institutions in order to move a little bit faster and more professionally.
Yeah. When insofar as accountability, I mean, what are your expectations? Zizi Kodwa going back to court next week sometime, as this matter continues to unfold and as we begin to learn even more of what led to this arrest, what would you like to see?
Well, I think the NPA have got a strong case here. They've done their homework. We've seen this. It's been ventilated in the Zondo Commission, which is a formal process as well. There are more allegations. There are more issues that haven't even been tabled in this case. But what we like that the NPA is doing is not trying to slow things down by bringing 15 elements. Just focus on where you have very strong evidence and facts, because you need one case in order to convict people for 15 years and go through the motions. You don't need to slow it down with many others, but there are more. So we hope that they present a very strong case and that he is found guilty. Well, if he is found guilty, that then there's the most stringent corrective action is meted out against him.
Very well. Thank you so much for weighing in on in this discussion.
Sorry, and McClay as well.
Yeah. Thanks, Wayne. Organisation Undoing Tax Abuses CEO Wayne Duvenage there giving us his reaction to the latest former Minister of Arts, Sports, Arts and Culture, Zizi Kodwa, having resigned with immediate effect from his position.